Welcome back, rum fans. My name's Steve the Barman and I'm here to help you on your rum journey by mainly focusing on rums under £50. In this video, did you know that currently in the UK there are two versions of Doorlys 3-year-old, and there has been for a few years to be fair, but we have a 40% ABV version and a 47% ABV version. Now you might be sitting there thinking, hang on a minute, why the hell are there two different versions of the same rum? I haven't got the answer, to be honest, but I do have a little bit of limited knowledge of Mr. Richard Seal himself, Mr. Foursquare himself, because I know if you're looking at it from a business point of view, then you kind of have to cater to the market, and the market very much is at 40% ABV, especially in the UK. You want rums, they're A, going to be cheaper, but B, you can easily go to pour for your standard rum and coke, your daiquiris and all that sort of stuff. So that's where the 40% ABV versions sit. However, the little bit I know about Mr. Seal, he does like his stronger rums, and I think I've heard him say this a few times, but I think I would naturally assume that if he had his way, he wouldn't do a 40% rum. He would just do stronger rum, because when you go up in ABV, that's where different characteristics of the rums come out. So does the ABV of a rum actually matter? Well, of course, yes. As I've just said, different rums, we've touched on this previously with Pusses, with the gunpowder proof and the blue label in a previous video, but the same rum at a different ABV is going to bring out different characteristics. So leaving the Pusses to one side, how does this reflect on a light, white, lightly aged 3-year-old rum, one at 47%, one at 40%? How do they differ? Now I'm going to give you tasting notes of these neat. I'm going to do a quick daiquiri, I'm going to do a quick rum and coke, and I'm going to do a quick rum punch for you as well. But before I dive into that, I just need to give a big, massive thank you to Mr. Pete Holland, Mr. Floating Rum Shack. I always want to say the Rum and Crab Shack because of Cornwall, but Mr. Floating Rum Shack, Mr. Boutique Rum, and the UK brand ambassador for Foursquare. Thank you, Pete Holland, because I did order the 47% from Master of Malt. Master of Malt did send me the 40% by mistake. As you can see, I've still got a bottle of 40 there. It wasn't by mistake, they just don't have any 47%. There was kind of a little bit of backwards and forwards. They said the 47 was going to be delisted. Pete said it wasn't going to be delisted to his knowledge. So what we are naturally assuming, or what I'm naturally assuming, is a lot of stock of the 40% that they want to get rid of before they kind of go back for the 40. I don't know, that's just me kind of plucking random facts out of the air, but thank you, Pete, for sending me the 47, because this is epic. Now, I know it's epic because I only tasted it for the first time literally about a month ago, and that was at Manchester Rum Fest. I'd only ever had the 40% ABV version before, but Pete was there on the stand. I think he only had the 47, to be fair, and I tasted that and I was like, wow, that's a bit different. And that was just like, I need to do the head-to-head, because on that day, obviously, I'm tasting another 25 odd rums. So I need to get this back to the bar to kind of have a little sample. So I kind of went on Master of Malt, went to order. And looking at the prices, this is the other thing to comprehend as well. There's only 70p, when it's in stock, there's only 70p difference between that. £27, £27.90, or £27.70, sorry. It's like 70p for an extra 47 or an extra 7% ABV should be a no-brainer, right? So let's dive into neat tasting. The 40%er, really lovely vanilla, subtle sort of tropical fruit in there. There's a little bit of coconut. I'm picking up a little bit of pineapple, but it is vanilla forward for me. Very soft, very smooth. Again, we know because of Richard Seal, there is no sugar added to this, but it has got that lovely creamy mouthfeel to it. On the nose, vanilla, subtle banana, those banana sweets, that's kind of what I get off that. But vanilla, banana, it is maybe a touch of coconut on there as well, but they are the big sort of flavours and notes I get off the 40%er. Now the 47%er is instantly a different ball game, because the vanilla, although it's still there, is way, way, way back in the distance. I get those big tropical fruit notes up front, like very bold pineapple, almost maybe kind of mango papaya-ish, probably papaya actually, more of that sort of thing. There is a little bit of banana there, but I'm guessing because of the ABV as well, there's also a very, very subtle sort of back nose of nail polish to it there, but you have to bear in mind that is a stronger rum. So let's dive into the taste of the 47er. It's just lovely. It just brings more tropical fruit out, less vanilla, more pineapple, subtle banana. I really think that's kind of, it could be mango. I really want to say papaya though in there. Those just kind of rich, oh, coconut. Coconut is just hitting me now. It's just, the difference between the two is astronomical. If I was doing this in a blind tasting, I would no way think that they are the same rum. Absolutely no way. I mean, for someone like me who actually loves sipping white rum, and that's a question for another day as well. I really do like sipping white rums. I love white rums. That, for me, is actually everything I want, because it's got the body, it's got the character, it's got the alcohol, but it's got that little bit of fruit that I absolutely love. Whereas this, it is softer, it is creamier, but it is more vanilla. It does remind me more of the Plantation 3 Stars than anything else, that one. Different, but that's, I do kind of, because of that vanilla, it does kind of remind me of the Plantation. Whereas this, whole different thing. So next up, I'm going to taste these as a rum and coke. So I've just got there. If you're thinking, hang on a minute, that's not open, I am using that bottle of Doorlys, the 40% behind me there, just to kind of finish it off before there. So the 40%, I've had a quick sip, so I know exactly what's coming. In all full disclosure, I actually prefer this one with rum and coke. Remember, I've said in a previous video, if I want a strong rum and coke, or a strong rum drink, I'm just going to sip neat rum. And that's me with this. But the interesting thing with this is because this brings out the vanilla. So again, this is more sort of vanilla. Yes, there's a subtle bit of tropical fruit in the back there. But remember, I've said I'm not a big fan of fruity cokes in that sense. So for me, I actually do prefer this. This is really nice. And I'll tell you what I haven't done. So I've done these both the same, sort of like 1-to-3 ratio. It's lovely. I get less vanilla in that and more kind of fruit. But I'll tell you what I will do, as this is a little bit stronger, I will just cut this back a little bit more with coke. No, I prefer that one, simply because that does give me those sort of vanilla vibes more than it does the fruity tropical vibes. So neat, I'm going 47, but with coke, I'm going 40. Right, so next up, we're going for the Daiquiri, the 40%er. 5 to 1.5 is kind of what I've done there. I've done little half one, little diddy daiquiris. Now, historically, I haven't been a huge fan of Doorlys as a daiquiri. I like it. I like white rum daiquiris, but for me, it doesn't sit in plantation class. And that's kind of my next tier down. As I keep saying, I absolutely adore like Ron Cubé and things like that, like lighter column still white rum daiquiris, even Flor de Carnia. For me, I adore. Doorlys is nice. I just get the big, way more vanilla coming forward in the daiquiri than I do the Plantation 3 Star. So there's a bit of fruit in there. It's nice, but not my all-star. So we're going for the 47. Oh my God. That is one of the best daiquiris I've ever tasted. Oh wow. That is insanely good. The fruit, there is little to no vanilla in there for me. I get the tropical fruit. I get the pineapple. It's that papaya-y mango kind of vibe that comes out in there. It's a little bit of coconut. That, holy hell. I need to do a video now where I compare that to like the Cuba. I need to do a daiquiri off because, oh my God, that is a stunning daiquiri. That is immense. Then the last drink I'm going for is the sort of fruity rum punch. I've kind of done something different. I've got loads of cans of this, so I've just used Old Jamaica tropical soda. I've added a little bit of orgeat, a little bit of lime juice to sort of cut it back, and hibiscus syrup in there. No contest. The 47% just works. The extra alcohol comes through in that. It is lovely. You get the extra fruity notes. It's a little bit flat, this one. It's kind of, and they're all measured, you know, so it's all done around. It's just a little bit flat. It's a great, great rum, but I would potentially substitute like a darker rum in for this to give it more flavour, whereas the character, because of the extra ABV, really does come out to play in this rum punch. It's delicious. I mean, this 47% has just blown me away. It's gone from sort of obscurity for me. I've never tried it, never had it up till a month ago, to quite possibly one of my favourite white rums. It's just, the letdown for me is the Rum and Coke. But as I've said time and time again, you know, I'm not a huge Rum and Coke fan. I do like it, I do enjoy it, but I'm going dark rum if I do want a Rum and Coke. It's just where my palate is. But neat. And oh my God, that daiquiri, Jesus Christ, that is good. I tell you what, in the comments below, if you want to see me do a one big daiquiri off with some of the white rum, because I must have about 20 white rums behind me, plus there's a couple more I want to get. If you want to see me do one big daiquiri off, white rum daiquiri, let me know in the comments below. But as for this little beast, if you could get hold of it, do it, because oh my God, this is a great, great rum.